Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Pusher at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic gaming store. It is Wednesday, June 26th already? Oh my gosh, the last Wednesday in June. But I tell you what, July is going to have 5 Wednesdays for us. Even though the 4th of July lands on Thursday, and we will be closed on the 4th of July this year, we're only open on the 4th of July when it lands on a Wednesday. Because, new comic book day, 4th of July, they should be celebrated together, I think. So, anyway. We have a few things for you. We have a couple of interesting items that are nothing to do with comic books directly. And we also have the wall book of the week, a little bit to tell you about. And that is tied into the news that just broke that there's going to be a Green Lantern TV series presented by HBO. HBO is going to put the Lanterns TV series to work. We've been hearing about a Lanterns TV show for several years now, and there's been different lanterns that were supposed to be used for it. This time, the Green Lantern show is called Lanterns. It's going to be on HBO, and this is what James Gunn said in the statement. John Stewart and Hal Jordan are two of DC's most compelling characters, and Lanterns brings them to life in an original detective story that is a foundational part of the unified DCU we're launching next summer with Superman. That's a very key sentence there that he states. He calls this Lanterns a story that is a foundational part of the unified DC we're launching. What could be so important in this, so part of the bigger picture that Gunn appears to be wanting to present for the DC movies? The whole DCU universe. How you doing, Tugan? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. So his statement, James Gunn's statement of the new Lanterns TV series being a foundational part of the unified DCU we're launching next summer with Superman. So that is interesting. It implies that this TV show is going to be tied in with the events of their Superman movie and other things going on in the DCU. So I like the idea that they're tying it in together. That's really cool. And I hope they do that with the comics as well. So if they tie in the TV stories with the movie stories, with the comic book stories, that'll give people places to go to get more for their Green Lantern fix. But the wall book of the week, oh, by the way, I have this, speaking of Green Lantern, this Green Lantern Venomate. Let's see there. See that little tag at the top? This one is an Emerald Knight Green Lantern, one of 250. Only 250 of these were ever made. And while they normally sell for $10 in our store, because of the whole Lanterns announcement, we're going to give some lucky customer the opportunity who knows the secret word, which we will be giving to you later on in the show, a chance to get this at half price. So if you come in and you know the secret word, you can get this for just $5. What a great deal. Only 250 have made. That is a steal and a half at 250 made. And this thing is from the Emerald City Comic Con from 2020. Only a handful of these babies are even out there. So you can get yours at only $5 if you know the secret word here at the Comics Club. I'll be giving that secret word later on. But so James Gunn is telling us that this new Lanterns show is going to have a lot going on with it. How you doing, Juggernaut? Thank you so much for joining us. So, but I decided to make the wall book of the week something that is related to Green Lanterns in a very interesting way. So this is a Green Lantern comic. It's Green Lantern 192. And in this, you get the origin of Star Sapphire. Now, there's been no announcement that Star Sapphire is going to be in this series, but I'm hoping it will be, because she was a love interest of Hal Jordan, and she was a villain turned hero. And let me give you a couple shots of her here. Hold on. Let's see here. So there we go. There's Star Sapphire, I think, in her earliest permutation. That's what she looked like in her earliest costume. And she gets this sapphire ring from the Zamorans, and they wanted her to be their queen. And so she and they brainwash her and she becomes a villain. Then later on, there's the Star Sapphire core made from these gems, and they're given the power. It's amplified by love. So the power of love gives them it amplifies the power of love. The more you love, even Wonder Woman. Look at this. Wonder Woman was a Star Sapphire there for a little while, and we had all kinds of rings going on during the Blackest Night and the Brightest Day stuff. But this is an interesting thing about this character that you may not have known. This character here is called Predator, and this character is actually a personality persona of Carol Ferris, who is Star Sapphire. She was once villain turned ally to Green Lantern. So, but this male character physically separated itself from her, but it was a personality in her mind, but it became this villain called Predator. She's a very complicated character with a lot of levels going on there. So she's got a male personality in her head, and then when it comes out, it's called Predator. And so there you go. There's the rest of the story behind. And if you want her origin story, it's right here in this issue, which is this week's wall book of the week. And what a great character! And I do hope they try to incorporate her into the Green Lantern TV show, because I think it would be an awesome thing to do. I told you at the beginning of the show I had a couple of things to show you that weren't actually anything directly to do with comic books. Those of you who are familiar with my wife Dolly, she's a real crafty lady. She does all kinds of great things, creates different. She makes me shirts. She does all kinds of crafts and quilts and all kinds of things like that. But recently they've been getting into this subliminal ink printing stuff, and they did a few practice runs, and she printed out this amazing dragon art onto this cup. And so these were her first experimental ones. She's doing some other things. She's learning how to use this subliminal ink printer. But these are pretty cool. They did a pretty good job. She's working on some other things, but she told me to show everybody at the show, and if anybody was interested in them, she would sell them at only $5 today. We only got these two, but she said $5 for her experimental ones. And so if anybody's interested in those, you just come down and lay down $5 for Dolly's dragon cups there. Like I say, nothing directly to do with comic books, but I got to show off my wife's crafty work, So, thank you so much, Doll. So there we go. We have the wall book of the week, and Mr. Happy will join in a little bit to give you the secret word. All this talk about lanterns, everybody's probably looking for the word green or lantern or sapphire. Think it could be any of those? Mr. Happy will have to let you know in a little while. In the meantime, we have some great stuff hitting the stands. Was there something else I was going to show you besides that stuff? Everything? Okay, great. So this is our offerings for the week. Don't forget that we have the new Marvel previews hitting the stands this week, as well as the previews that covers just about everything independent in this previews catalog. So, or you might see this side of it. This is a flip book. And there's, we'll flip through. There's more than just comics in here, too. There's games and toys and all kinds of stuff. And if there's anything you're interested in there, we can order it for you. Just let us know. All right, there's the previews for the week. And also, Game Trade Magazine. For those of you into games, Game Trade Magazine is out this week, $2.93. You can get yours at the Comics Club. Don't forget it. Star Wars fans, the official magazine is Star Wars Insider, and this latest issue, number 226, hitting the stands this week. Star Wars Insider. All right. Where are we at here? Variant covers. Whew, we have a few. And our stack is up to, wow, a lot. Pardon me, one moment. Somebody moved my comic stack tape measure. My comic stack measure. Okay, so we're looking at, whoa. Well, it looks like about 10 inches there, guys and gals. 10 inches. Not bad for her first time herself. So she's been experimenting on some different things, some different kinds of things to print stuff on, and she's doing some amazing stuff. I'm going to tell her that we need to see some comic book stuff here. Perhaps Spawn would be a good one to try. You think Spawn, maybe Batman, Superman, Flash. Any suggestions out there? You let me know what you think you would love to see on. not necessarily this kind of cup. We have some other things that are even cooler that we might be presenting. We'll have to see. We'll see how the crafty ladies are doing out there. Might take them a little time, but when you see these close up, you'll see how amazing it is. Really good job that she's doing there. So anyway, we have the variant covers hitting the stands today, and we'll start off with the indies, and we have Farrell number 4. Wait, that's not it. Farrell number 4. This is a Virgin 1 in 10. Batman and Spider-Man should be popular. I think so. We'll see. This is Animal Pound number 4. A lot of number 4s hitting the stands this week. Animal Pound number 4. The lighting in here. I've got to find some way to get real lighting. Dune House Corino number 4. Another number 4. Unlockable. So that means 1 per store. When you see unlockable, that translates to 1 per store. Gatchaman, number 1, a 1 in 10. And there's the, what's her name? This lady? I forget. It's Gatchaman girl there. Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2, number 3, 1 in 10. Godzilla and the Power Rangers right on the cover there with Mothra joining in. Speaking of Godzilla, we have Godzilla Facsimile Edition, number 1. Look at that. This is 1 in 25. I know it doesn't look like the Godzilla in the cover originally, but we do have those. I'll show you in a little bit. But this is the 1 in 25 variant for the reprint Facsimile Edition of... It's a different cover. I don't know how they get away with calling it a facsimile. But anyway, the interior is with all the ads and everything else. The cover is a 1 in 25 incentive to get us to buy more, of course. Godzilla, Here There Be Dragons 2, number 1, 1 in 10, 1 in 15. This is a 1 in 15, not a 1 in 10. Or was it 1 in 15? The last one was 1 in 25. This is a 1 in 10. Hard to keep track of these ratio variants sometimes. Something is Killing the Children, number 38. Unlockable, 1 per store. And then this 1 per store, thank you. This is a thank you, 1 per 10, Virgin cover. All the stores who have got accounts got one of these. Just 1 per store. If you're a fan, you might want to grab that up. Harley Quinn, number 41, a 1 in 25. Look at that. That is a different take on her, eh? She looks like the court jester. She's got beaten up a bit. Hey, Juan, thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, sir. Superman number 15, a 1 in 25. Look at this, the entire life of Superman in one cover. From the rocket ship to Earth, to him working on the farm, to him getting a job at the Daily Planet, to him rocketing off as Superman. The whole story right in one cover. How cool is that? If you're a Superman fan, you've got a chance to get that one from us today. It is a 1 in 25. Action Comics number 1066, 1 in 25. Look at this cover. It's got the main man, Lobo, on there. And it looks like he's eating everybody's lunch because everybody in the background's got the crap beat out of them. They're hanging all over the place, half beaten to death, with Lobo sitting there. His look at his bib. It's a Superman symbol. That's Superman's cape. He's using it as a napkin. That's hilarious. So if you're a fan of Lobo, and how can you not be? Oh my God, this is a 1 in 25, and it's awesome. So be sure that you know the secret word, or are a discount club member, or a subscriber, or something to get the discount off that, because then you can get it even a better price than it already is at. Helverine number 2 is a 1 in 25. Look at that, Helverine. What is going on with that? Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 2, 1 in 25. What an awesome cover. That, if anything was slab worthy as far as just an image, that's definitely a slab worthy cover. How cool is that? Great cover there. Fantastic stuff. Blood Hunt has been super popular And today we're getting Blood Hunt number 4, another number 4. It's a coincidence? Who knows? Could be something going on in the universe. I don't know. Blood Hunt number 4, 125. 1 in 25, kids. That's right. But if you really want to know the big one, the real big one, the one that everybody's going nuts for, in the first issue, Blood Hunt Bloody Edition, they're calling that the red bag or something edition. They've been doing these. They're 1 in 25s. They come wrapped. The first one now is selling for well over $200. Most shops had it on the stands like me for $40, $50, whatever it was, 25. I don't know. It was cheap. But now everybody's caught on. They go, oh, these 1 in 25 Blood Hunts are becoming very hot. It's the red band issue variant. This is the latest one, and we see Tony Stark being buried alive there. And yes, this is a homage to a comic book. Can anybody tell me? Anybody know which cover this is a homage to? Which comic book? But there you have it. This is the one that some people will be wanting to get, but it might be a little bit out of their price range. But I'll tell you this is all the other ones have gone up from their initial week's pricing. It's pretty much been a 10 to 15% increase every week of each one of them. So I don't think this one would be any different. So good luck to whoever's able to get that book. Wow. So we're not going to start with indies this time, because if you stack up Marvel and DC together this time, they're bigger than the indies this week. Marvel and DC, for the first time in a long time, stacked combined, are now bigger than the indie stack. So what is this telling us? A little bit of pullback in indie stuff? I think so. I think you're right. I think if there's indie comics that you're interested, if you're not picking up the previews and letting us know and adding it to your list, you might never see that comic. So you should definitely go through the previews catalog, see those indie companies that don't do a lot of advertising outside the catalog, unless you're really spending a lot of time surfing the internet. So, even when you're here, you don't even have to buy it. Pick it up and take it over to the counter and look through it and find all the cool stuff from all the different publishers. There's a lot more out there besides Marvel and DC and Image, guys, and IDW and Dark Horse and Dynamite and all those other ones. But there's even more out there, believe it or not. We can't carry all of them, but we would love to order the comics that you want. All you have to do is tell us, look through the previews and say, hey, that looks interesting. Put that on my list. Or here, I want to prepay for that one if you're not a subscriber. So there you go. That's the way you don't miss some of these really great comics that are coming out that we just can't carry all of them. It's too much. There's too many comics. It's just impossible for us to know. We don't have those psychic abilities to know, hey, who's going to want and how many should we get? If you tell us, though, now it's a cakewalk. So, The Flash. This is The Flash, Countdown to Absolute Power. Heads up about Absolute Power. The first installment, official installment of Absolute Power, Ground Zero, a whole bunch of ours came damaged. So heads up, we've only got a couple for the floor right now. We're waiting for the restocks to come in when they do, but that's not going to happen until the end of next week. So, later in this, no, it won't even happen later this week. It'll be the next week. So yeah, I apologize about that. And if you're really into this and want it, we've covered all of our subscribers, it looks like. But if you're a walk-in or somebody who just picks up on the stands, you want to keep that in mind, that we have a low supply right now of a book that is potentially very popular. Always seems to happen that way, the ones that get damaged. Countdown to Absolute Power. This is Flash number 10. And I like what they've been doing on the back covers. They've been doing this little extra bit on the back of these DC comics. Green Arrow, who's also part of this countdown to Absolute Power. And there's a lot of curiosity over, has Green Arrow gone bad? Is he actually an agent of Waller? We'll have to read to find out. Oh, that's a great cover. Look at that. I like it. That's one of the Pride characters this week. We had considered making a Pride character our wall book of the week, and I realized the only Pride guy, I only had one of them on the wall. The only thing that was currently on my wall, all the rest have gotten gobbled up, was the Jonathan Kent, who came out as bisexual a few years ago in the comics, and he did it in issue number 5 of his series, but we didn't have any 5s left. They all sold out. So I decided to go with the Green Lantern story because that's very timely. We got the new show just announced. This is, by the way, Harley Quinn, issue number 41. Francavilla is the artist who has done a lot of the Archie horror stuff, if you're familiar with that. So that's an interesting cover. I'm liking it. And, of course, this one. This is just beautiful. Penguin is up to issue number 11. A couple covers for the Penguin. I like that one. The final piece of the puzzle of Gotham is his. Superman. We were talking about Superman earlier. Superman has reached issue number 15 of the current run. And as usual, Soup's having a bad day. My gosh, how many different ways have they found to try to kill that guy? There's our Pride cover. Good morning, good. Yes, for Spawn, the Redeemer. Oh, the Redeemer. I have to find an image. How about Batman cover 423? I'll look into that. I don't know. We'll see. Dolly, I throw her ideas about what might work, but generally let her try to come up with her own. But this one, I'm going to ask her to perhaps do a couple of special requests. So I think Spawn has to be there for the cups we're working on, or she's working on. I'm not working on. I'll probably buy the cups, pay for them and everything, but well, the Comics Club will. So this is Zatanna. Zatanna, Bring Down the House, issue number 1. What an amazingly cool art germ cover that is. There's a nice foily one there. Gotta like that. Power Girl, issue number 10, gets 3 covers. Got Crush on there. That's Lobo's daughter. Uh-oh. Brainiac. I guess those ray beams are not going to work, guys, or whatever they are. They're bullets. That's a joke. So I have in the stack at this point Action Comics. We had some of our Action Comics get damaged too. Oh, this is the Ground Zero. We got a couple of foil ones for the floor, I guess, at the moment. This is all I have of the Ground Zero because we got some bad damages, unfortunately. So here we go. Action Comics, which ties into all this. This is House of Brainiac, but it also is leading into, I guess, the whole absolute power thing. Action Comics, the Brainiac Queen making an appearance there. Superman down. Is that Iron's daughter? What's her name? John Iron's daughter. I can't remember her name. Somebody tell me her name. John Iron's daughter. All right. Let's see here. What else we have? Batman, the Brave and the Bold, which is a real thick, perfect bound comic book. This is issue number 14. Well, the number 4 just keeps coming up, doesn't it? Something about the number 4. About play it in the lottery, guys. Natalie Lane Irons. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you so much. Natalie Lane Irons. The Lane part. Is that after Lois Lane? Detective Comics. This is issue number. Ooh, we're getting way up there, aren't we? 1086. I love this one. It's a giant weeping angel. Look out, Batman. Don't blink. Okay, there's DC for you for the week. What about Marvel? Well, what about Marvel? We were looking at all the Blood Hunt stuff, Blood Hunt number 4, and you got the Blood Hunt, the bagged one. This is the Red Line comics, Blood Hunt red line. I guess it's the bloody version. This is a regular Blood Hunt. That's the Vision's face on there. How do you turn a robot android kind of thing into a vampire? How does that work? I have to read that one to see how he gets turned. What a great cover with Blade on the cover, just tearing them up. I mean, wow. That is awesome. What a great cover that is. And then you got this Blood Hunt number 4. It is, giving us lots of covers to choose from, as usual. Blood Hunt number 4. There's Momoko and Doctor Strange. I think he's stuck in his astral form for a little while. There you go. That's, I think, the main cover right there for that. Thanos number 1 annual. It is Thanos in the Infinity Watch. Annual. Number 1. And just to make sure that we had everybody's favorites covered, we got a lot of different variants for you here. Here you go. There's that one. And this one. And that one. And one more, which is, who everybody know? That's Frank Miller. Look at Frank Miller's stuff there. It's very gritty and different. His stuff has morphed a little bit. And of course, Scotty Young with his big marbles, not to be confused with his baby marbles. These are big marbles for the big boys. It's Moon Knight. This is Moon Knight number 6. Vengeance of Moon Knight number 6. Scotty Young, big marbles. And the Stormbreaker cover. We started putting these in the back issues with the back cover facing out so that people knew what it was, and we didn't have to do a bunch of extra writing on all the cards, on all the backing boards. So when you are looking for Stormbreaker covers, or if you're not looking for them, whichever, you're going to see this on a lot of comics that are turned around backwards so you know what the comic is, and you won't be seeing the cover in the back issues for the Stormbreakers, for most of them anyway, because we started doing that. Because there's no indication on this really what we're looking at here, other than it's a Stormbreakers cover and these two characters, whoever they are. So to make it easier for you to find what you're looking for in our back issues, the Stormbreaker covers are being bagged with that facing out. All right. Midnight Suns, Blood Hunt number 2. Right? There's that one. This one. Oh, big marbles. Scotty Young's big marbles. And that one. Got some great covers there, too. X-Men 97 is just taken off. Everybody seems to be loving it. They're loving the TV show. They're loving the comic book. We've been increasing the orders for this because it's issue number 4. Number 4. Look at that. We got another number 4. That is X-Men 97, number 4. This book has been selling out everywhere, every time. We up the orders, and we still sell out. You don't like those covers? Draw your own. Or get this signed by artists, writers, and famous people. At all your favorite shops and shows that have the guests show up there sometimes. We have Spider-Man 2099. This is the Hildebrandt Brothers Marvel Masterpiece card that they've reproduced on the cover there. Symbiote Spider-Man 2099, number 4. All these number 4s. Is this a coincidence? Is it a conspiracy? What's going on with the number 4s? All happening at once. Magic, 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 magic. Number 1, X-Men Magic number 1, Blood Hunt. Blood Hunt. There she is. Magic. Momoko. Peach Momoko, Magic. How many characters has she done now? A lot. A lot of Marvel characters. You have a whole gallery of nothing but her Marvel characters. Oh, that was the Stormbreaker one, by the way. And then there's this one. Magic on the cover. X-Men Heir of Apocalypse. Who will be the Heir of Apocalypse? Is Apocalypse spending some time dead? Who will be his heir? Or is he just fallen and, has to retire because he's got hip problems and arthritis? Apocalypse has to retire because he has arthritis. You never know. Hey, look, it's Jackpot and Black Cat issue number 4. So issue number 4, Jackpot, and look at that. It's big marbles. Jackpot, big marbles, not to be confused with small marbles. But Small Wonders, Spider-Gwen number 2, and some amazing covers here. I mean, I don't think they did a bad cover here at all. I mean, I can't even find one I like the best, but I'll put the last one as figuring my best, okay? Look at that cover. What fun she is. What a great character. Spider-Gwen as Ghost Spider. Look at the black costume, too. How cool is that? Some of those black costumes have taken off in value, too. Look them up. Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. What a great cover that is. And last but certainly not least, look at that cover. What an awesome cover. And if you notice, it is a homage to the Spotlight cover, but it's focusing on just one character with the wall in the background, the spotlight, and all that. What a great cover that is. Ghost Spider number 2. Just, they did a great job on that cover. I'm so happy with that cover. Okay, moving on. We got Spectacular Spider-Man. Some fun covers here. This is a homage cover, but I don't know what cover it's a homage to. Falling through the multiverse there? What's happening? There they are, the Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man. There you go. Superior Spider-Man, number 8, hitting the stands. Doc Ock no more. Now that's a homage cover. It was Peter Parker walking away from his Spider-Man persona, and I think it said Spider-Man no more. I think something like that. And look at Doc Ock's tentacles all dragging behind him. Star Wars Darth Maul, black, white, and red. They've done so many black, white, and reds. Why not Darth Maul? I mean, he's a perfect character with that red face, right? And the black clothes. Black, white, and red of Darth Maul, issue number 3. So, moving closer, we have Ultimate Black Panther, issue number 5. That's the cover right there. Even though these the cover A's have been the big sellers for all of these, a couple of the other covers should not be ignored. Some of these are awesome covers besides those cover A's. Which some people have asked me, why do they only show that one cover when they're talking about the key comic books and things like that? It's like, because that's cover A and that's just the one they're going to represent. They're going to represent a different cover if there's something specific about that cover that makes it the significant key or significant in some way. But they're always going to present cover A to represent that issue. Just so you know, if you're wondering about that, people have asked me, Union Jack the Ripper, Blood Hunt, issue number 2. It's like the deadly hand of Kung Fu is having some trouble there. Okay. Black Widow, Hawkeye, issue number 4. And the big marvels by Scotty Young. Daredevil, issue number 10, has multiple covers. Romita. And big marvels, Scotty Young, big marvels. What else we got here? Helverine. Multiple covers for Helverine, issue number 2. That's a character that's a combination of Wolverine and Ghost Rider, I guess. Giant size little marvels. So these are his little marvels, not to be confused with his big marvels. And it's Giant Size Little Marvels by Scotty Young. Look at that. How fun will that be? What a great read. Get it, snuggle up on the couch with the kids and show them what Scotty Young can do. Independence. Get your independence. It's coming up, Independence Day. Something is killing the children. I showed you some variant covers, including special thank you one. It's a one per store. But that's not the only ones. For Something's Killing the Children number 38. There's that one. There's that one. This was the other art version cover for that. And, I think we're running late. Something's Killing the Children. This is a Frizzen cover. And Animal Pound number 4. Look at another number 4. How coincidental. Number 4, Animal Pound. Grimm. And that was Grimm number 18. Walking Dead Deluxe, issue number 91. This is what the original cover looked like way back when. Hey, doll. Sorry, I'm running a little late. Pooh and Bambi. If you're interested in the grown-up life of Winnie the Pooh and Bambi, there's Tigger, too. Not the Tigger we remember, but there you go. Sweetie Candy Vigilante is up to issue number 3. And we have these 3 different covers for you. I like that one best. How fun is that? And here we go. And that one. And I'm speeding through these because Dolly is here, and that means I'm running a little late. And here's Army of Darkness Forever. And that is issue number 9. This is William of Newbury, issue number 2, and this is a little bit of back issue art. Star Wars High Republic Adventures. Oh, that was issue number 3. I told you about the Godzilla facsimile edition. Here's what it actually originally looked like. By Tempe, another great artist. Godzilla, speaking of Godzilla, Here There Be Dragons. Godzilla, Sons of Giants. Here There Be Dragons. Great stuff. Mr. Happy says dragons is the secret word. If you know the secret word, dragon, it will get you a 15% discount off of any single item in the store, limit 1 per person per day. If you're a Discount Club member or subscriber, you get an extra 5%, giving you 20% off a single item, limit 1 per person per day. Thank you so much, Mr. Happy. We'll see you next show. All right, let me see if I can get these real quick. We have a Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, issue number 3 hitting the stands today. Like I say, I'm running very late. Don, do you want to grab a stack here, or should you just wait? It'll be a few more minutes. So we've got Saturday morning, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 14. Star Trek Defiant, issue number 16. Sonic the Hedgehog. That's a Spring Broken one-shot. Resident Alien, The Book of Life, issue 1 of a 4-part miniseries. If you're liking the show Resident Alien, well, it started as a comic book. You may not have known that. Blue Book, issue number 5. Are you a Aliens fan? Do you believe they're real? Are they out there? Ghostbusters, do you believe in ghosts? Perhaps they're out there. Back in Town, issue number 4. Another number 4. Grommets, this is issue number 1 of a 7-part series, Grommets. And also we have Blood Squad 7, issue number 2. No One. This is No One. It's Virgin cover. And that's issue number 9 of No One. Rat City is up to issue number 3. Gotcha Man. This is Kin Deathmatch for Gotcha Man. Lester of the Lesser Gods, number 2. Are you a fan of Lester of the Lesser Gods? Pharaoh, issue number 4. Another issue number 4, as you see. You saw the variant for that earlier. Drawing Blood is up to issue number 3. There's several different covers there, including the Eastman cover. How cool is that? G.I. Joe, we're up to issue number 307 of G.I. Joe, now being put out by Image Comics. Speaking of Image Comics, we have King Spawn, issue number 35. And, of course, they tell us what's coming next month with a little bit of a teaser. Monstrous, up to issue number 52. And sorry, their show's running a little late today. Got a little extra at the front end. This is Redcoat number 3. and Rook Exodus, issue number 3, and that's the other cover for that. The Smurfs Olympic special. I know the Olympics, Summer Olympics will be going on. So the Smurfs are Summer Olympics. Creature of the Black from the Black Lagoon lives, issue number 3. Some great covers there. Check them out live. Void Rivals. We're up to issue number 10 of Void Rivals. One more there to show you. Then there's You and I, the issue number 3, I think. Department of Truth is up to 23. Gotcha Man, that issue number 1, hitting the stands today. That is, I don't know if it's a wraparound. It's not a wraparound, but it's got a cool back issue cover. Back cover, I mean. Gotcha Man. Gotcha Man, and if you don't like those covers, draw your own Gotcha Man. And last but not least is Oversized Spectrograph by Distillery Comics. A couple different covers for you. These are big oversized comics. Thank you so much for. I'm sorry it ran so over time, but we appreciate you joining us. Remember, read. It brings out the hero in you. See you next time.